I was listening tonight for a unity that we were promised, the commitment to bipartisanship that Biden had promised during his inauguration, and I was disappointed. Sure, he talked about the idea, but his proposed actions really told a different story. First, he gave an update on the coronavirus and vaccine efforts. He announced that his administration had surpassed the goals that it set. And we all know the real person to thank was Donald Trump on that. He launched this, I don't know why they called it Operation Warp Speed, but they did. Yeah, we now have vaccines available for any American who wants one. It was truly a success, and we want to thank Donald Trump for that. I thought he did a great job on it. Biden also emphasized his $2 trillion plan that he claims is about infrastructure. But it's really just more of the Green New Deal in disguise. The Biden plan spends more on electric vehicles than on traditional infrastructure combined. Just 7% of the Biden plan goes to roads, bridges, airports, and waterways. That's what we call infrastructure. And the rest goes to engaging and enacting a climate agenda. Clearly, Biden's administration is trying to use the popularity for traditional infrastructure to enact a progressive program. Fortunately, Republicans, and I want to say Republicans and Democrats, have an alternative in Senator Capito's proposal, and I hope that President Biden is genuine in his openness to consider that legislation and that compromise. President Biden's biggest push tonight was for another big new spending plan, which would cost another $1.8 trillion. All told, in just 100 days, Biden has already spent or proposed over $6 trillion. Not a single dollar of that goes to our national defense. Biden's team has said that the right things about China and Russia, but they aren't doing anything to back it up. The Bipartisan National Defense Strategy Commission, that was a commission that was put together by 6 Democrats and 6 Republicans that were all really experts in the field. And they said that this year we should have a defense bill expenditure of from 3 to 5% increase over last year. But after proposing the $6 trillion new spending bill, it doesn't even give our troops an increase to keep up with inflation. I'm also very concerned about the border, and I don't think President Biden is. And that's something that is popular with the American people. Trump's policies were working. I mean, the Border Patrol projects another 172,000 border apprehensions in April. Now, that's 255% higher than the average of 3 years prior. It's clearly a crisis. We have to get a handle on the border first before we can have any real conversation about immigration reform. The bottom line, speech wasn't about unity or policies for all Americans. This was a traditional tax and spend Democrat speech with a progressive and environmentalist flair.